My name's Gail Moffat, and you can find me on Facebook as Gail Moffat, International British Medium and Teacher. What a mouthful! I'm sure you can find it. You will. And also gailmoffat.com. So either way, you can find me. And you just put in my name, and it'll come up, I'm sure. And so, the shows that I'm doing on A1R radio is that I want to have it's sort of a collection of aims. One I want, we're going to have two special, callers call in and have some reading. So that's going to be great. And I'm looking forward to that. But I also, when I'm doing these shows, I also like to do a little bit of a talk about the meaning of life and about the spirit world, and also introduce some of my guides to you. And I mean, over the last year, some different guides have stepped forward with me in my mediumship, and they're quite phenomenal. And I think it's only right and proper that I share them with you. But I want to say that the first thing that before I was coming on to do the show, I was listening to some music. And the music that I was listening to is one of my favourite songs, is Eric Clapton, Tears in Heaven. And but the lyrics that you start is, would you know my name if you saw me in heaven? And I think that's quite profound, isn't it? So, it's almost like, don't forget me, and I think it's probably a question that many people will ask when they are here and they've lost somebody to the spirit world. Will I ever see you again? Or will you recognize me when I get there? Or will you even be there? That brings up the whole subject of reincarnation. And I think these are, massive questions that I think is quite interesting to sort of to answer. But I think that, when you look at it, people are bound by a link of love, and that love doesn't go away. Once that true love is there, then you are bound with that person all the time. There's that love for eternity, because love has a desire to be close to that person. And I think that so in answer to Eric Clapton's question, yes, of course, his son will know his name and will recognise him, which is, I think, is probably, I wonder if he's listening, maybe he probably isn't, but if he is, your son will recognise you, I'm sure. And I know that, I know that, when we look at the spirit world is a very different place from the world that we live in. It's a place where it's full of light, and it's full of love, and it's a place that sort of sits very close to our plane, but it's so different because we don't have all the material things that sometimes bog us down in this world, and we don't have all the difficulties that are, and all those and the finances and sort of it's just not the same in that way. And we don't, and there's an expression that we have in England is, with regards to money, you can't take it with you. And so, they don't have that sort of, I want to save up and I want to buy this particular thing, or I want to have that, or want to have this. They don't have that material world around them. It's the material world that is here. And this is why so many spirits choose to come to the earth plane to enjoy a lifetime in this world, because it's so very different from the spirit world, and it's the only place that you can learn certain lessons because of this material aspect to our world. And so the earth plane has a huge purpose to the spirit world. And I know with the spirit world that they really want to move closer to our world and bring messages to our world. And I'm being inspired to say this. They want to move closer and have these messages come to our world because they want to bring more truths. They want to bring a deeper understanding of what life is all about. And I know that they are working with mediums around the world on this matter, including myself. And I think sort of, you know, when you get to discover some of my guides that are working with me, you'll realise that they very much want to do that through me. And I'm sure that there are other mediums out there that are feeling and sensing the same thing from their guides and their spirit people. And what's really interesting about my guides is that I don't just have one. I have a collection of guides and a healing guide. And I think sort of last week, if you listened to the show, you would have heard me talk about Sebastian, who's my healing guide. And he's quite phenomenal. But I have sort of guides that, you know, will give, you know, guidance to people that, you know, and they're incredibly wise, incredibly evolved spirits. And they have a sort of a bigger overview of things. And then I have, and then they're, you know, as a faculty, as an ability, I'm also, you know, well, obviously because I'm connecting to my guides, I'm also a medium. And what that means is that, you know, back to Eric Clapton's song, "Would you know my name if you saw me again in heaven?" Yes, but we can connect now. You can connect to your loved ones and have that connection. And that connection is often incredibly beautiful, incredibly healing, and incredibly rewarding to people who've had that loss. And it can help so much with grief. So if you are listening and would like a mediumship reading, that's something that I can do too. Anyway, so I think time has elapsed, and Amor in Malabon, the Philippines. Hello, Amor. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, how are you this evening?
Yes, ma'am. I'm okay.
You're good, are you?
But not totally okay. There's something in my mind right now and have lots of problems.
Oh, that's a shame. So, how can I help you?
I just want some a tarot reading and wanting to know about my future ahead on me.
Right.
And about the work and, of course, my love life.
Right. So a bit of everything. just sort of a general reading to look at your life.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. Well, the first thing that I'm sensing more is that you are actually quite frustrated about your life at the moment, because I'm getting the sense that you are not. You're feeling a little bit sort of trapped in your environment, and it's almost like you would love to spread your wings and go to and do something sort of different. You've got sort of fire in your belly. That's the bit, and you've got ambition as well. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it's true.
And I almost feel like you want to travel to a bigger city and see some life and do something sort of more exciting with your life, because it's almost like you feel that it's like a little bit boring where you are, and maybe that's too harsh an expression. So you understand about how it's sort of difficult to you want to have more of a life and be out there and experience more life. And I also get I keep on being drawn to wanting to go to a bigger city. Do you live outside of Manila? Because have you had sort of desires to go to Manila or go to another big city like Manila? Does that make sense to you?
I plan to, because I have planned to work abroad.
Yes, I get that feeling with you that you've got great ambition, that you feel that you feel sort of stuck where you are. And I'm just being told by my guide who's talking to me. She's this is Osteria, my guide, and she's saying to me that you will make this adventure because your life. Your next stage of your life is about an adventure, and you're going to be having quite a lot of adventures and meeting quite a lot of people. And I feel that you're going to be going from, doing more than one sort of job. You're going from one job to another, and until you sort of settle down more. I get the feeling that there's a lot of freedom around you, and I don't get the feeling that you're going to be tied down with the relationship, because if you are in a relationship, this relationship won't tie you down, because I just don't feel you being tied down. You're the sort of person that's going to have lots of interesting things to do and places to go and jobs to do, and I just get this feeling that ahead of you, what lies ahead of you is an absolute massive adventure. And I also feel with you that you've got quite an intelligence as well, and I feel that your thoughts are that you've got potential to do a lot more than what you can do in your local community.
Yes.
And I feel that that's going to happen. But, sadly, we've run out of time because I've got another caller waiting. I hope that helps. You will be going on this adventure, and it's going to be quite an exciting time. And I feel like there's a lot of bravery with you and a lot of excitement. So thank you very much for calling in. Thank you. And so we have Mary in Goodland, Kansas, waiting. Are you there, Mary?
Hi.
Hello, Mary. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. So I'm a medium and a psychic. And how would you like me to help you this evening?
Well, I've been trying to get back with my ex-husband of 20 years, and he got married last year, so I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon.
And you'd like to have a look if that's possible, would you?
Yes, very soon, like.
Yeah. Right. The feeling I'm getting is that on some level he's been quite cruel to you. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand that?
Yes.
And he, I get the feeling that he, at times, he's used words that have been quite upsetting to you.
Yeah, he tells me I love you 1 minute and then changes his mind.
Yes, yeah. He's. I feel like he's. It's like he messes with your head, and he's 1 moment he's nice, and the next minute he's difficult, and he's erratic. But I feel that what he's doing is he's stopping you from potentially moving on, and I get the feeling that it's caused you to feel quite emotionally weak and emotionally. It's caused you to be emotionally. A little bit low or a lot low in your feelings. Would you understand that?
Yeah.
And I feel that you've had thoughts of not wanting to be here anymore. And I, pardon?
I said, as in moving away from where I'm at, yeah.
No, I was referring to, it's like there's a really low mood and a low depression and just sort of fed up with your life and things like that. I've got that feeling with you. And I feel that sometimes you make this decision in your mind that you've had enough and you're not going to sort of entertain the idea of him, but then he'll come back into your life and sort of talk you round and so it's stop start and I also get the feeling that the person that he's got married to, I wouldn't be at all surprised if she has a baby, because I'm seeing, I believe it's her, I'm seeing a lady pregnant, and so I wouldn't be at all surprised.
I don't think she can get pregnant anymore. She's a grandma. Actually, she lost her grandkids before they got together, and she lied to him the whole entire time.
Well, I'm seeing somebody around you. Mary, I'm seeing somebody around you who's about to have a baby. Would you understand that?
Somebody is going to have a baby.
Pardon? Because I'm just getting that.
But she hasn't been nowhere.
I'm seeing a young person. What I'm being shown, and I'm just seeing it in my clairvoyance. So I don't know whether this is a memory link or whether in the past or whether this is something about to happen. But I'm seeing a young person that is pregnant, and I'm just going to ask about what this is what this means, because it came straight in. That I saw this. I'm being told that you're okay. I feel like they're around you, and I don't know whether this is a daughter or on the periphery around you. There's somebody that's about to have a baby, and I feel that I'm hearing the word sort of a Christian, and I get the feeling that this person that's about to be born will be very Christian in their outlook, because I feel that there is a need, and I feel like it's going to be a boy. There's a boy that's going to be born, and this boy that's going to be born is going to have lots of hair, lots of dark hair as well, very bushy hair, and I just get this feeling that this boy will have a devout faith in his life, a real Christian faith, and connected to Jesus and God. And I know that this person is coming in around your life, and it's not going to be that far away. And I feel that I know that this is going to happen.
I've been told in the past that I was supposed to get pregnant with a boy, with a person that was from a male that was around me at that time, and my ex was around me at that time.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. I don't know.
Years ago, but
No. This is something that's about to happen, and I know that the spirit world are rather excited about this new birth that's going to be coming around you. I don't know how it's coming around you, but it is coming around you. But thank you very much. I'm gonna have to end the call now because we're running out of time. I'm so sorry, but I hope that's helped. And thank you very much for your call. Thank you for calling. You can find me on gailmoffat.com or Facebook, Gail Moffat, International British Medium and Teacher. And I hope that you have found this show interesting. Thank you very much.